on the Dima Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, 91.1 FM na Bo, 97.3 FM na Makeni, and 88.5 FM na Kenema, and separate broadcast live on the Dima television, on the ITV decoder channel 72, and same also on Facebook Live. RRN Morning Tea, now the program where they bring come to you news, views, comments, and analysis them where they happen inside the country. We will bring the program come to now this morning. My name is KARGBO.
I mean ALIMATU DUMBUYA. We set stuff for today. Say pick them nobody know the difference between the meat and the maggot. It needs somebody for help them. And if they not help them, they're not gonna know the difference. This now one pastor was Konobundo and says stock them. Inside the program today, concern the Queen University students then don't beg pardon for make government pay their tuition fees this academic year after 15 months where they no go to the university.
And Justice Alaji Momoja Stevens don't sentence one Arnold Beckley for go 15-year jail. Why this verdict? We go bring the Toy come to now this morning.
We get the founder for the Young Advocacy Network now the program this morning for talk to we but their contribution towards youth empowerment where they lead to human capital development now the country. This Boku order to you plus break there for inside the program. This now morning tea where they come to you live from the Dima Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, and we sub frequencies them all about the country and separate broadcast live on the Dima television, on the ITV decoder. And not forget to yourself can help putting this one tea by way you go add your voice to the program by text messages, WhatsApp, or alternatively you can do them through SMS. So the number 079-920-500. They are send them quick so that we'll get them or read them inside the program. Now let me take my first story inside the program. The Human Rights Commission at Salon, they don't join hand with other countries them. Now the world for observe the Human Rights Day today. For no more body celebration, Daniel Boyma gets more.
I'm Richard Tambambayo. I'm the Director for Education, Communication and Training at the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone.
Okay. Tomorrow, the Human Rights Day, observe the Human Rights Day. Tell me more about this day.
Yeah, well, this day, sometime in 1948, where the world come together and decide come out with a document where they think say they would do for protect people their rights, whether the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This document come into being, and then declare, since then, that day on the 10th of December, then declare put them aside for celebrate that particular document, the UDHR. So every year on the 10th of December, we look at that document there and reflect on the document and see how we don't go on with them, how we don't benefit the world, how people don't negate from the document, how people don't adhere to the document. We look at them and see how we can reflect on them and make our own country and lives better.
Okay, so over the years, we don't reflect on this. So what do you find out?
Well, some countries because human rights basically, we like Sierra Leone, the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone, they always produce what you call the State of Human Rights annually. Okay. Just like other countries, then back they observe how the government and how the people in there adhere to human rights. And I'm sure, like Sierra Leone, the other countries can come out with annual reports on voting they do in respect of adherence to their rights. So we as Sierra Leone, we don't manage or keep up to their rights. Although we get challenges here and there, but so many challenges, I think one thing I can talk about human rights. Now, right away, no matter I can say, now with moral principles, moral things that we then grafted into law, and some of we Sierra Leoneans with behavior can contravene some of them things. But then, like I can always tell people, the human being is human, and we behavior and we attitude towards rights. Now, we will always endeavor for tailor, so at least it will be proper, because behavior to company man will be properly regulated with that conduct. with that, with nothing, and we then laws and they put in place.
Okay.
At least for make sure say we all live amicably and peacefully in our various communities.
Okay. So every year when I can get different theme them. So this year, what's not the theme for this year?
Yeah, well, this year the theme now recover better, standing up for human rights.
Okay.
That's the theme
for
this year.
Why this
recover
theme?
better, standing up for human rights? Because you know, say sometime last year, 2019, this same time, we can forget what we call this COVID-19. We come, this pandemic, we come, it almost get a greater toll on the whole world, and we think it's serious. So now we think say gradually, we not say it's done, but that kind rate at which it may affect people and destroy lives and all. We think say people, no matter what happen, people don't for recover from all that kind, from that pandemic. So we say how we go recover better using basic human rights approaches.
Okay.
How we go recover by making sure that we don't trample on the rights of persons, you know, for make sure say one, we avoid discrimination, there's equality, there's elimination of poverty. Most of those things we try for endeavor and see how we go come out from this trouble and make we last better for push forward.
From that to Ide, Fambul, as we all know, education is a very important thing when it comes to nation building inside the country, and of course it will make the country improve. For sake of this, the Limkokwin University students them, we then on lectures for over the medials of lectures for over 1 academic year now, and they don't remind government say then are Sierra Leoneans them we suppose for benefits from the quality book learning the government they claim for the Sierra Leoneans them, and except the big government for pardon and pay then granting aid so that they will start lectures. Then we do this during one press conference where they hold a large office inside Freetown. Cyrus Konobundo gets more of the story.
Justly, one of our politicians lost her life. Process of giving back. Her soul rest in peace. Had it been that classes were going on, she wouldn't have lost the focus to have been impregnated in the first place. That's a huge loss to the government and people of this country already.
Here you are, incoming students. You never went out there to secure the Lincoln University's approval to be here in this country. It was brought by the government of Sierra Leone, and the government of Sierra Leone made an advert, which you all actually saw, and then you applied. And out of your credentials, out of your qualifications, you guys were admitted into the school with a government scholarship. It's a binding agreement. Those of us who have read law know what a contract is.
I'm Nabin Thomas Mokonte, Executive Director for Citizens Advocacy Network. We be member government in sign statement say, not to the students them we been the benefit from the government granting aid na Limkokwin University been reach out to Salone government for scholarship, but he say now the government been bring the university na the country and make adverts so that students then go apply. We make some of them students have been fortunate for be part of the system. However, it been joined on with them students here for big pardon to government, so governments go pay them fees. And before them, there been Eliasu Jalo, one by the concerned students them, we be the talk about one by the company students them, we been get belay inside these 15 months, we they not been they attend and later left Pambon. Not a new thing say, this past academic year, governments not been paid for the students them we then be done na chest for pay their tuition na Limkokwin University because then say the agreement with the past administration be make not been proper. So before this term, then students here be done they cry to government and beg pardon so then go resume lectures. But in not being all water, we make the aggrieved and concerned students the all one press conference yesterday on the theme, Our Educational Future Matters. Inside then students, they may ask government for pay them college fees. Inside statement, but waiting then students have been put in their position paper, Eliasu Jalo been talk more about how this situation they affect them.
We are all Sierra Leoneans with families, relatives, and loved ones who are looking forward to our success. I repeat, we are all Sierra Leoneans with families, relatives, and loved ones who are looking for our success. It's been almost 15 months. I repeat, 15 good months Since our classes were brought to an abrupt ending contract review or renegotiation process occasioned by the new directions of tuition fees paid for us at the Lincoln University of Creative Technology.
Mohammed Salami, at the National Secretary for Salon Debating Council, self been talk about how the free quality education not give attention at all to them students here. And same way so talk about how the council go continue for join on with their students here so that government go here read and cry.
The free quality education have not given any attention to such important issue. So I stand with the students of Limkokwin. I am very, very much in tune with your predicament.
For FM Morning Tea, Cyrus Konobundo.
A program na RRN Morning Tea where they come to you live from Redema TV on ITV channel 92.5 FM na Freetown and we other frequency them all about the country. You self can contribute to the program as well. You will send you text message to the number 07920 Do you send your message quick so that we will get time for it.
Alright, so we push the program go before and inside the studio this morning. But before we have let me just get a brief background. As the 16 days of activism don't come to an end, different organizations then don't they involve in the different activities then for raise awareness on issues for gender-based violence, crime them in the country. The Young People Advocacy Network now one of them organization where they contribute greatly to this fete and campaign. Well, we get between at the studio the founder for Young People Advocacy Network, Mohamed Kunta, for cancelling more about the impact we don't make inside society. Welcome to Morning Tea, Mohamed.
Thank you very much.
Alright, you're welcome. Now, first of all, Fambul, where they watch you, for once forget a general overview on waiting a Young People Advocacy Network into.
Young People Advocacy Network, a youth-led advocacy organization we focus really now for support and empower women's leadership participation into governance. Even though we get other thematic areas, we get 3 thematic areas where they look into issues of education, child protection, and governance. So under we education, we do a lot of sensitization on sexual reproductive health rights and sexual gender-based violence. So despite the 16 days of activism, we in our one organization, we don't champion sexual gender-based violence issues in salon and sexual reproductive health rights, because we know very well say if salon get for go before women's protection development very key and important to the development of any nation. And under sexual reproductive health rights, we know say women they get right to the sexuality, they get right to the body, they get right for choose when they want for get into sexual intercourse, they get right for determine how many bikini they want for born, when they want for born out, which kind of they want for born out with, and they get right for also determine for space the bikini, because we know so these are some of the issues that really bring poverty, where they bring exploitation, where they bring abuse. At the end of the day, if you born bikini we able for support or take care of, these are the bikini who can see in our street where they cause a lot of violence at the end of the day.
Alright, now people already watch you and listen to you. I believe say every organization where from the inception go on for move forward. What's some of the things that Mona don't involve in from who actually come together for form this organization?
Well, this organization gets a very rich background when it comes to advocacy, because most of we get childhood advocacy background from the Children's Forum Network, we go university, we done college, and we decide to put the concept of forming this organization, where they call Young People Advocacy Network. So we focus for form this organization and for create space for young people, for me they come before and take leadership position, may they come before inspire other youth man there as well. Because in life, obviously, even me, one example, like he said, academic colleagues from school days, most of them drop, they're able for continue. If you watch most of them now, because they don't get people for inspire them or motivate them or give them courage, One way or the other, we all go through a lot of challenges, but if you get people able to guide you through those hard times, you're able to make them. So we realize, okay, lots of colleagues are actually able to make them, they're able to finish the journey. So what do we go do? May we develop an inspirational concept so when we talk to young people for determine and plan themselves better so they will able for reserve their mind, their body for the future opportunity where they come.
Okay, we no say una done the fight for bring change in our society. How that will help the young people then?
it helps young people a lot because we occupy 70% of salon population. So if you want for create any impact, who say you for start? Now the people that will get majority of the population and then you for start. And if you contribute positively into we, obviously we go serve as the future of salon, you know, because now we get for be ministers, now we get for be members of parliament, now we get for occupy different offices, now we also get for serve as engineers, now we get for the produce programs like radio and TV, you know. So if we don't get young people that actually with the knowledge and background for do all these things they are, then the country future self they are at stake.
Okay, young people don't they complain say they run dry. What I don't do for help them? Now encouragement no more bet una they give them or other things.
Yeah, we organization know they provide livelihood support, like that kind of support we you train youth man them and give them money for start their life. We know they into that kind of advocacy intervention. Then we know they into agriculture, you know, we know they into that kind of project today. We base background on advocacy. That means we the advocates. So in utmost sincerity, we don't do a lot of advocacy on waiting we are objective they're about. So we get different organizations that with different thematic areas and different objective. So we don't get any thematic area where they provide livelihood. So we the advocate on issues that we go wrong and try to bring them to the attention of the government. We the lobby to the government so that they will see reason for bring changes, and we serve as watchdog for whole government accountable on promises that we don't make for young people or women in salon.
Okay, now in your statement you mentioned about TVs. It means for doing a campaign. Now let's focus on the campaign then. How normally una can do una campaign them? Una get any platform una can do more? Una get a team for go out and do some things them outside within the country?
Yes, we get a very strong team, and we then are 4 districts. We then are Kailan, the Kenema, Western area, rural and urban. Now this now the district and now we operate, and we get small offices as well. Now this districts they are. So we get a very strong team. As I say, this now strong team of advocates. They come together and form the Young People Advocacy Network, and we do more of community intervention. In fact, we know they more into national policy advocacy or national advocacy. We strengthen more into community intervention because we know so many things missing at the community, and we are aware of the fact say we get a lot of other youth organizations the way they do national advocacy, national campaign. So where we can, we want for divert our attention and go into the community and actually impact the life of we beneficiaries and within the community. More take for instance, if we talk about sexual gender-based violence, I can always say, more we forget about Freetown. More we really go upline. If we talk about sexual reproductive health and rights, more forget about Freetown. More we really go upline. You see one small house upline, you only see 2 big people. You see over 8 or 9 picking a day. Sometimes you go really wonder whether they give birth to this speaking area or whether they born this speaking area. So in that case, you can see say woman they need to understand say they get right to their body, they get right to their sexuality, they get right for determine how many picking they want for born, when they want for born, and the kind man when they want for born now with. Because of the situation, you find out say this woman can marry at an early age to one man and they don't born 4 picking. Before the 25, 26, they don't get all that man back where they can way, and that man they begin born fresh. You know, so before the woman is 30, you don't get 6, 7 picking there. And you know, most of the activities the way they go applying are farming. So which kind huge farming you be able to put in place for actually generate the kind of income way for generate for support the family or the picking them. So these are some of the challenges there. So when we look at some of these challenges then, they make we build with concepts on providing direct services where it has to do with education to with grassroots people that for me they really understand say they self can contribute to change.
Now Mohammed, youths are very important inside the country. Now as an organization, what do you think say youths then for involving this present dispensation at this present time?
I think youths therefore be very creative. But again, I can always tell people that say salon youths that we're very creative and we're full of potential, sincerely. If not lie, may they put with any youths then from other countries, you know, we can prove excellently. I don't travel several times, I don't be part of several international conferences, I don't travel with team, I don't see how salon youth man then can perform. You know, when they give them the space and the opportunity for perform, we can really perform. So waiting really I feel say youth man therefore do that therefore move into entrepreneurship and try for establish more institutions when a youth-led institution. You know, it takes time and it gets so much adventure where you go through. But if youth man are able to come together and put concept for form entrepreneurship or any institution or media houses. Now they see a lot of youth man even in form media houses. You get so many radio stations that when a youth man they come together and form. You get offices that when a youth man they come together and form. You get educational centers then where now youth man they come together and form. You get tech vocational institution when young people they come together and form. You get brand, youth man they make brand, they produce items that right now they brand them, you know. So this now some of the good things that we have to say youth man therefore we do, because if you go to Ghana, Nigeria, this country they're very close to who they admire so much. Now the thing that this way youth man they do, they empower themselves and support their family and themselves, so they will for live together as one. So like, the government will for provide job for all youth man them. And every year we get huge number of people who graduate from university. Space not even there, office not even there, you know. We don't even get the billing for occupy that kind of people that will graduate from university. But with all of the knowledge and experiences we don't gather over the years, if we come together, we form institutions, then we'll be able to empower and support we own company youth man them.
Okay, continue for the with me inside the studio. We're Fambon Ena, the founder for the youth, the young people advocacy network, we're Mohammed Kunta. Now to the other story. One High Court judge, now the main High Court building by Sheikha Stephen State Justice Alaji Momoja Stephen, don't sentence one Arnold Becklin for go 15-year jail because court found him guilty say he sexually penetrates one 14-year underage girl pikin. For no more body story, make we join with court reporter Patrick KARGBO.
One High Court judge, now the main High Court building by Sheikha Stephen Street, Freetown, Justice Alaji Momoja Stevens, don't send one 35-year-old Arnold Samuel Beckley to 15 years jail because court found him guilty say he sexually penetrated one 14-year-old girl pikin. They accuse Arnold Samuel appear before Justice Alaji Momoja Stevens on one count charge for sexually penetrating a child, contrary to Section 19 of the Sexual Offences Act of 2012, Act number 12 of 2012, where be the talk na court before Justice Alaji Momoja Stevens. He said this 14-year-old underage girl pikin na him girlfriend and he ready for take care of this pikin. Where he talk this, the judge go deeper with this judgment and ask him how and when he and this pikin meet up with catch una. He reply with confidence say, now one morning the pikin go find am na house around 10 to 12 na morning. Where the pikin reach, he beget to invite am na a room and then beget mommy and daddy business. After some time we then get this mommy and daddy business and not be conscious again. He just see somebody can bust before them, kojo ma kojo. After this lengthy explanation, the judge will ask him, you get woman and pikin? He answer with confidence say, yes, I'm married and I get two pikin them. The judge say, okay. The judge asks him back, you get two pikin them with woman. You feel fine when you do this kind thing? He say no, make them sorry for him, as you not glad with wetin he do. But Justice Alaji Momoja Stevens beget for go through the medical indication them for know the level of damage where this 35-year-old man don't do to this pikin. According to the medical reports, Arnold Beckley damaged this pikin in 3, 6 and 9 o'clock of the beginning. Amen. Women say the pikin will get for sedum 6 to 7 years for make a recover back. For sake of this, Justice Alaji Momoja Stevens revealed before him say he deserve for go life imprisonment, but because of his truthfulness he go give him the minimum when 15 years. And he later talk say this go serve as a lesson to every man, including the one them where they come out to oversee this December. Say then go take action on anybody wey tamper with people girl pikin. The state prosecutor na lawyer JB Kamara. For sake of RRN and RTV Morning Tea, Patrick KARGBO. Alright, welcome back from that story day with a move to the next story inside the program. The National Council for Civic Education and Development now body way don't they try for make school them begin teach civic education because they say everybody in a society for know in democratic rights as citizen. Now the country we go empower the school picking them for Tiranga one for feds for the right. For no more about this story, we reporter Andrela Mrama Sise, the interview the director of programs, Winner Thomas Johnny. Let me join her.
Thomas Johnny, I'm the director of programs and research for the National Council for Civic Education. Okay, the Council for Civic Education and Development now one way come about where this new government come with President Hill say you need a council of civic education we go help for teach Salone people them about their rights, their responsibilities to the states, and how they are getting involved into the development process. I think the one there we all possibly 60 and above, because civic education they teach na Salone before, but we they pull out in the 70s, I think 9 bring social education. But we find out say social education not go deep enough to tell the citizens of this country about their country, how they collect their country, or even how within the values or diversity by this country. So a lot today when social studies not be able to we make it bring back civics, because we need people for take responsibility for the development of their country. So we need to teach people about their rights and their obligations to the states. So that would, but we do it in two ways, because adults they don't miss out on civic education. They should not even know ethical behavior. So we teach civics at schools, because we introduce civics at schools. So we don't produce textbooks them when they teach people at school. But we also do produce teaching and learning material for teach adults then at their communities about how for go about civic life, normal life, or live their life in a democracy. Because democracy is a free world, but you say your rights tap and the other mind your right. So how for live together in that peaceful environment, but let peacefully coexist without harm the other person.
Alright, so far how una don't go for CISO, then this civic education implemented in different schools?
One, we don't produce the curriculum for schools from JSS, from primary to JSS 3. Curriculum, we don't even launch out, we don't do TOT, we don't train social studies teachers there all over the country for them to teach. Happily, the Ministry of Education don't do periods by every week for every school for teach civics in schools. So already that's an achievement for us. Beyond the one day, we don't do several other things. Even in the advent of this corona, we are one of the people who undertake mass sensitization and campaign for educating people how they keep themselves safe and secure from this. So you see poster them by tablet that now be work now will be transit media campaign day. Of course, if you listen to media with several posters, we don't for we even train the one that whenever they call clicks, vulnerable youths, for let them go into the communities, school homes, they might megaphone them, for let them reach their safe messages here within communities here. We know they see some of them posters here. Possibly we don't even read, so that then we will tell them how they will safeguard themselves. Apart from that, the OGP, we don't develop 3 national action plans. We monitor them about good governance. Of course, we also do the fight against corruption, because one of the topics that they will be able to do in school, but even to adults, we don't sensitize a lot about the COI campaign. We don't work with youths everywhere for never again, for violence campaign, non-violence campaigns. Makeni. So a lot of people don't do. If I say they start to highlight a number of successes, they plenty.
Okay, finally, waiting on our expectation in years to come back.
In the years to come, we hope that civic education will be able to get a lot of investment, because a lot of the problems we face in development, even in this quality education, again for the civics. Because for all the money we government don't spend in quality education, if the parents they don't know their responsibilities, or people they don't know their own responsibility, study hard and make the investment all go. So we hope that in the years to come, we will get more and more investment, that we will educate more Sierra Leoneans, for let us see reason why we are able for all time together and let me contribute.
Okay, welcome from that story there. Before we take the other story, let me go for short music break.
Hallelujah.
from that short music break there by KARGBO. And let me take the other story inside the program. Heroes International Foundation done they involve in different program them, different community them inside Freetown. And this time they done they reach out na PZ community with the street feeding program. We own Roy Robisi gets more on the story.
Heroes International Foundation now one humanitarian organization where they give support to women, youth and pikin them with tap na different community with them vision for create a better world for all man na society. Yesterday, December 9, the organization don't reach out to vulnerable people them with tap na the PZ community inside Freetown with them street feeding program. Mariam Krimelda Conte, now the executive assistant for the Heroes International Foundation, and he been telling more about waiting this program they about.
According to the market research that we did last week, we get to find out that there are some people like they do not have to be vulnerable before going to bed hungry. Like majority of them, the project target, we do not have like a specific target for like maybe we are going for the disabled or the blind. Our target was largely based on whosoever that wants to eat, because sometimes you see people well dressed but they do not have food in the morning, they have not eaten. So through our market research, the idea came to our notice that just because sometimes the capital they're expecting from the sales the day before, the day after are not met, they are unable to eat or provide for their home. So the street feeding project focuses on that. We provide this food for them, so those in need of food. If you can notice, the project was done in the morning hours because we found out that without food, yes, they can sell, but they won't be much healthier to do their business. So we decided to render help through food. That is a street feeding project.
Abdul Aziz Kamara, now one part the Heroes International Foundation volunteered him, and he been get this for see.
Well, basically the street feeding event, as an organization, we believe in serving humanity. We see this particular intervention with the street feeding event as a way for at least help combat or at least conquer hunger in the morning. Because we meant to find out, say, 80 or 90% of people in the gap in the morning and kind of market, can get to eat them breakfast. So like during this particular intervention, we see for say it would be very, very much good for people in where they sell the market. People in where they even can't say for just roam about the street in the morning, for let at least they get some way put at the belly that very, very trendy. So with regards to that, we thought of organizing a street feeding event. We, of course, as you can see me out it, we just concluded today, this morning, Equa Street. We are in lots of people and lots of businesswomen and lots of people people where they sell at the street. We see people where they put water safe to the cars when the queue just for let them safe get something to put at the belly, which really shows say the project or the particular event where we hold is very much fruitful because we able to achieve also once for our achieve. We want for get people and where they come back eat, and of course get people we come so much they come right and they appreciate the food so much.
Same way so, people them we been deep part but this feeding program been get this for say.
Feeding, I feel happy because the morning I cannot eat some oats. Work any morning I don't get free food, I don't eat, I don't them food. So I feel happy for the food. The food is very nice, it's very sweet and super. We dey call on them to get organization. The men themselves they do them same thing because people that get in a street. So now morning to sell what to get. But they can't figure the kind of money all man go get is for it for say the Santa So the other organization they get them back to the come on board. Just have to do the same kind of thing.
For RN and RTV Morning Tea, Roy Robinson the report.
Welcome back from that to Ide, where we on Roy Robinson bring come for you inside the studio. Don't forget to say the program The Morning Tea, where they come to you live from Idima Radio Network, 92.5 FM inside Freetown, and self Idima Television on your ITV decoder channel 72. Don't forget to yourself can help putting this one tea, but we go send you contribution to the program, but we go send text message to WhatsApp or alternatively SMS to 0799205100. We still get Mohammed Kunta, we are the founder for Young People Advocacy Network. They also tell me what the impact they don't make inside the country. Now, Mohammed, your organization very important inside the country. What to make Young People Advocacy Network different from other advocacy network them?
Well, I always say we different from other advocacy network them.
Or let's say other organizations them.
Yeah, I think the difference between we and some other organization now with thematic area, like within Belrose Foundation do for feed people in our street. If we they feed actually in our picking out the feed, because we get thematic area we fall under child protection. So we know we take food goods on our street and feed big people except picking away. Of course we do on June 16 we're gonna 6 Mile who say flood victims and most like people that we provide a lot of feeding for the Pekine. We provide some toys then because we know say Pekine that part they don't get access for playing them. So we do all that and we provide clothing and some sanitary facilities like soap paste for their parents them as well. So you see, so this is now some of the difference between organizations. Every organization gets a mandate upon which they establish and some can get very clear thematic area. They know can move out of that thematic area. For instance, if you bring agriculture projects come to we know they take them because we not get that experts there for DUAM. If you bring project for construct water well, we not go take them because we not get the expert for DUAM. If you big project for build schools, we not go do all that there. But I think now focus a little bit on the 16 days of activism there. So the start for celebrate the 16 days of activism is in 1991, where women they all over the world they come together in one global leadership forum. So when they come, they realize say beaucoup things that they happen to women there. So they say okay, they need enough time for raise awareness on these issues. They make the count these 16 days. They strongly believe with emotion say it's like 16 days they're going for achieve something. Yeah. So either one or two things they're going for achievement. And now just because of the corona, but indeed normally 16 days of activism are one of the key events where women they can use all over the world for lobby to government for bringing changes in women their life. Despite the corona this global pandemic, women they all over the world able to come out and really speak on issues the way they affect them. And we see a lot of success stories there. For instance, Salon, now we don't get some achievement, case studies for projects say we don't actually sentence perpetrators of sexual penetrations and rape. I mean, the news one I read now just one evidence where the project say indeed. And if you watch this as a result of the massive advocacy intervention for end rape in this country. Even though we get so much more for do, but we know say so much successes don't take place. Yeah. So this year actually the theme now orange the world. Waiting the theme they focus on. The theme they focus say therefore bring money together for support women. Then this money for be enough for make sure say they respond to all the issues the way they affect women there. And therefore protect or prevent women there from those abuses we don't happen today. As I mentioned, I can always even say if we want to talk about rape, don't forget about Freetown, don't go offline. So much of child marriage still happen offline. So much of sexual penetration. So areas the way no more tolerable when those issues they happen, they die. So areas also the way no get health center for even see to the victims of rape, Some areas they way not even get police post very close for report those cases. And now the Review Sexual Offensive Act don't pull don't stop chief them, at community level for response to sexual gender-based violence issues, especially rape or sexual penetration. They don't pull that case in at the hand. Now, when those things happen, pass you report on the police. And we know some villages that this country no go police center, no get police post. So if you want to access police, you get to go like 50 miles or 30 miles away. So if they rape picking at that kind of places, they forget justice, it's very difficult. So they make the cow the 16 days of activity. Now for put all these issues then together, issues that way really they affect women and raise concern. they know say no matter what it is, they're going to achieve one or two things at the end of the 16 days of activism. So we see say Salon government don't move, they don't carry this gender equality policy with the launch, which is nice. Under the 16 days of activity, they able to achieve them. And kudos to all the advocacy organizations then we actually put hands together for push government, for make government carry this policy. Now it left with the implementation. Even though the biggest problem in our Salon has to do with implementation, because we get rich institutions, we get rich policy, you know, for implement and then can be the biggest problem.
Now the 16 days of activism very, very important. But what next after the 16 days? Now as an organization, what thing una can do? Now if we get a rape case, let's say upline. Now una don't find out say this speaking the rape harm. As an organization, what una can do after? Let's say una don't take them to the police station. Una can involve or do any other thing with regards to that beginning safety or the parents then?
Of course, now there's already a guide as to how you go about for report rape issues there in our community. Guide already. There's a manual where they be done develop already. Yeah, the Ministry of Social Welfare gets that manual there. And we use that manual there in our communities them for reports that issues to them and follow the right step and follow the issue to even a court. You know. We not get some services them along the line for provide like shelter. We not get shelter facilities. I mean, we advocate intervention on which that part there. We advocate intervention on which the part will provide medical support. But we join hand with other organizations there where we know say now like-minded organizations like we as well, we focus on rape issues there, like Rainbow Initiative, you know, we get them Aberdeen Women's Center, the all day, you know, so we get legal aid, in case that issues they're able to provide justice. You know, we work with all these institutions then for push this kind of issue that go before. We are aware of the fact that some districts then they or some villages that they will not get health center. They make the 12th of this month now universal health coverage. You know, the one whole world they advocate for CC government able to provide universal health care for all man. And in this advocacy, we say they develop a press statement where we publish out, where we call on the attention of the government. We don't do similar one before, where we write to First Lady.
So what are the effects of that one day?
Well,
they come out of
Well, we not be getting attention at that time there, but we hope say this is advocacy. Sometimes when you do something, you know can get immediate response. And sometimes if I may you tell the person already know, say you are aware of the fact, say these are some of the issues that really happen, and I mean we know say things will change with time. So we press statement actually we want to show the health situation of this country, the challenges the woman they go to, and recommend to government possible areas of intervention. Because so even at Tonya, some community they will not get health centers. More even forget about upline, you know. So upline, some places today where they don't get health center, they don't even get hospital. We don't say government they try, you know, the free healthcare initiative day, but still not sufficient, you know. Access now one of the big problem. Even at Tonya, some health centers the way you go, command they not get medicine. Sunday they not even get a facility. Nurses their response can be very poor. So you see, so these are all some of the issues that we get for raise. In fact, one time we go around and try to find out some of the facilities that we do in our hospital. You will be surprised for not say some hospital they even Freetown, but the woman they will go they buy water. You know, water for seaboard themselves. If they want wash in the morning, they buy water for wash, soap, you know, the sanitary facility, even the toilet facility very poor. You know, some big hospitals in this country, even at Freetown, they don't get all this hygiene practices them. So now some of the issues that this will go for put inside the press statement will go for publish.
Alright, Mohammed, continue for stay with me inside the program. You've been wonderful. With a move ahead with the program. Now to the next story inside the program. This is very, very important. For eat food, then can say good because it will build up the body. But if the food come in contact with dirty or pollution, waiting will be the body in after effect. We own Joshua Patrick, we do story on food them, we they all about the country. Let me join them and see what's in the bring come for you.
Food or its business to the country, especially major city them around Salon, not to be treated with the proper health care, way for prevent food from pollution, as way for help better the well body of all Salon people. The rampant food exposure all about the country don't contribute major one to the Boku sick where they affect Salon people. Sick them like typhoid, cholera, rash, free stool, and plenty other bad sick them where people they get from dirty food. Plenty people they sell local food or eat them like fry, roast corn, smoked beef, and boko other food in the country we expose or left open to dust, air pollution, motorcar smoke, and plenty hand touch. I go work on some parts in the central business district na Freetown for see how people they handle food or eat them. Where person no go wash again. Where as person buy them na for eat them one thing.
Just make hope. I'm what tell you.
Well, family, for you to listen na radio, now so in Talek, every day in Freetown, as people they sell open food them. Bread and sweet milk, bread and mayonnaise, bread and butter, now common food we popular in a salon. But the way and manner how people where they sell this kind eat, not look they handle the food with proper care. As the hand and finger nail them can dirty bad one and then can left the food open and treat. Fish or chicken ball, na other food or eat, where people where they sell them can left open or exposed to plenty pollution and fly them. And same way so, plenty other local food and eat where the common man can just pass and buy for eat, left open as one the way they make or sell them no responsible at all. And the government body them like Ministry of Health and Sanitation and the Ministry of Social Welfare where they supposed for look inside all Solomon well body business, not they put attention or concern as way for stop the selling of open or exposed food na the country. And if people continue for eat open treat food, na so typhoid, cholera, and boko other sick them go marry all common Solomon where they manage in life. For RTV News, Joshua Patrick.
Alright, welcome back from that story day. We want to take the next story inside the program. But before that, let's get some text messages them way you don't send inside the program this morning. This first one say, it say Kunta, the last time you've been mentioned on a campaign we been target young people them na Tombo on peace. Waiting at the impact where the campaign create Cecilia and Watalo. This other one say, he say, I believe say Kunta gets role for play on behalf of the Limcoqueen University students them since na so young people them where governments don't deny for pay them fees them from a follow be na Moi town. This other one say, he say, I don't listen morning tea for days now and they don't fair not say courts they charge people them na court and send them na prison fast now because of rape. I'm impressed. Mamadou Konde na Wilberforce. Alright, so that's not the text message then. But before we get reply to them, make we take the next story inside the program.
We don't see plenty people. They complain about one tumbu where they can call champion and how it can affect people. And there are Sanot Una reports.
Pedoros Sabayu Erikso Nairobi fly, people can call champion, na fly where they can fend at the East and West Africa. The insects they live inside rotten leaf and soil them. A number they increase quick one at the end of every rain season when in November and December. And it lost inside early January. This being term, Boko people in Freetown don't they complain about how the fly they bet them and they cause serious swelling and crash na them body. Research don't show say the fly not they bet it only they cause problem for motorman when you knock 'em na you skin. The water from the fly gets a chemical where then they call pedigrine and it bad to the skin where they cause burn like sore. But the fly not a kill. The research same way so talk say the treatment for this, now for the ones who say the fly in water touch you. And for the use some antibiotic them. For prevent this fly, it advisable for the wear long sleeve. And for the shake close them what we put now ground for dry fine one. And if the fly work up at you, fenway pull am soft one, non nakam na you skin. Cause the water harmful. For seka RRN and RTV morning tea, mina odraniambe sanoderi.
Welcome back from that story they will bring for we but that particular fly then of course Famvulem I believe so not only listen to that story they will be very be careful because that particular I would say parasites or whatever in calling itself it's very dangerous inside the country right now. If you did na place where you know you expect or suspect it and they make sure say you protect yourself na net put your tents down and sleep because if that they can your body it will affect you very dangerously. We didn't move the program go before. Of course, Mohammed, you don't read the message and we come inside for inside the program. This one they talk about this peace campaign na Tumbo. What are your remarks with regards to this message?
Alright, so the White Friday campaign so far a new initiative and a pilot project, and we are the first organization we don't get White Friday campaign. So as I said the last time, this platform then are other countries then, but we own methodology we will use in a salon is different. For in the case of Kenya, they use the very youth man as mediators or inspirational speaker. So we use women as mediators and inspirational speaker. And Tumbo case now be the first time for me we project the campaign and we see say be very successful. So one way we're very successful, we able to bring all the stakeholders in together and for quite a long time. That stakeholders, they know they sit on one side, they know they talk, they know they see one side. The chairman and the headman know they even talk, But we're able to bring them come together. They will bring prominent women in our society, within our Western area, rural, for can talk to them. And we find out say at the end of the discussion, they will agree for peace, even though the issue within a court, but they will agree for come together as one and unite as a body. So the women the inside Tumbo community begin to go around with bata and different messages them, hold posters them and banner. They call other women their attention, say the stakeholders of that community they don't meet, they don't agree, say they all will come together as one. Because the concept of people will get now that since that issue they be happening, where they burn the hospital, they burn the police station and all that building as well, the entire community be freed and see the community only together as one. And that community, one community where people be go for do business. Imagine one woman will be down on the spot, that money they go for go do business day. So people are supposed to go do business, they be don't free. So the woman they say, okay, may we take this opportunity for worker now their community and talk to other women there about peace messages there. So after the dialogue, they began for hold different messages there with Bubu and Waka and the one whole community for talk to the company woman that then be successful. So in the case of the Lincoln Key University issues, we are one of the people that will be demonstrating a cutting tree. Okay, and they will arrest some of we and later on they left some of we. Okay, so we are also one of the people that will even be the part of this press briefing. Yeah, we are one of the people that will always support them and always deal with them because don't you talk to stakeholders them, but the issue, the issue very clear. As soon as I read now the news, now the fact that now governments they pull the opportunity out, say who they interested may they apply, and they apply, they reach to the qualification, they accept them. So if government and the university get any issue, for affect the Pikine Bukulani one. And for Sidon 15 good months, we know what that mean. It means a lot, and they go down lost a lot, and so many things go down happen to this bobo there, entity there. And this university now one of the standard university we get in this country, where we go boast of, where we produce quality people there when it comes to media and broadcasting. We know that. So if over hundreds of students then not able to pursue their education, more will also be very careful and mindful that the future there ahead of we, and these are the people that we get to occupy different positions than tomorrow.
Now in 30 seconds, Mohammed, Limcock they come up frequently now in social media about fees and all. What do you think is the problem behind this? Where they make always they boost up on social media about fees and all of that?
I think it has to do with contracts. Again and again, Aki advocate all the time, say we get to be very careful with the kind of contract that we sign at this country. Yeah, if me I be the Minister of Education by then, I'm not going to accept a contract where a student they pay over $4,000 for a year for attend university in this country. Yeah, or even $1,000 or even $2,000. When you look at the economic situation of this country, how many people able to afford $2,000 yearly for attend university? For a big college where for the whole year you pay something 2.5-3 million. Even for raise that fees, the paying them can find it very difficult. Then you go out to universities, they where it can be very challenging. So I think government really need for revisit contract. This is a lesson, especially contract we get for do with education or opportunity for youth in this country.
All right. Plenty thank you for joining the program. Please, before you leave, just 5 seconds, Mohammed, just tell me your message to them picking them with and do so. And of course, also you on our office day, and if possible, want to reach you, what's contact and go call and for make sure that they reach you now.
So we did 53 Sakila Road. If you want to reach me, you can reach me on my number 078255399. 078255399. I want to make the exercise patient. Government don't listen to them. We still don't get several engagement, you know, and we don't also engage anti-corruption commission on them, and we follow up with the issues with the anti-corruption commission. Will be the part of the press briefing where they come out say yes, government for pay for the beginning for me to continue the book learning, and several parliamentary sessions have done the advocate for them. It's all our issues that what we know. So we want for me to exercise patience. We know say government they look into the issue. You know, some of these issues there are sometimes it take time for me government to respond. You know, so I'm pretty sure say government will respond. But more we continue the advocacy campaign, more we continue the crime, more we continue the lobby. By God, the power government go see to the needs.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for joining me inside the program this morning.
If we end the program, make we bring to una waiting be happen today, December 10, is history. Now be today, December 10, is history in 1997. ECOMOC be starts for implement, monitor and enforce sanction against Salon on Monday. One Nigerian warship size 2 fishing container. Them where na be Ghana business man be get them.
Self na been today December 10 inside 1998. ECOMOC 2 the top 1 AFRC REF rebel attack against Magburaka Thursday winner 40 miles from Freetown by road. That's now all we get for this morning for our usual current affairs program Morning Tea. We can come to una live on Idima Television, the ITV Decoder, and Idima Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, and we other frequencies them all about the country. But just in case you missed this part of the program and all, you can listen to the repeat broadcast on 5 o'clock this evening time, and of course you yourself can be part of the program and listen to if I told you miss anything this particular program, make sure you listen to and catch up with me tomorrow again.
Before we end the program, make a member on our sense talk for today. We say, Pikiden never know the difference between the meat and the maggot. It needs somebody for helper, so you not go able to eat all together. This now one of Cyrus Konobundo in sense talk them.
Okay, but we thank to the one that may produce the program when Cyrus Konobundo and Daniel Boyma. Plenty thank to the floor manager, the camera crew, sound engineer, plenty thank you to the one that maybe they be in the mixer and VTR and the person who make you watch me live on Facebook, and Boku thank to all the one them we put on for make sure that this program reach you like how we reach you. So we will present the program this morning. My name na KARGBO.
And my name na ALIMATU DUMBUYA. They said tata and plenty thank you when you take tea with me this morning. Not forget for cover your mouth. Not forget for the Usai people and Boku people and day. Not near day. If you sick, make sure say you call 117 and you go to hospital. Shalom.